Welcome to the Tenant Watchdog YouTube channel. If you are new to our channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you like the Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits top 5 reasons to research them first video, make sure to like the video. Tenant Watchdog is run by volunteers. We offer free debt collection help to consumers dealing with debt collectors. All the information in our videos and on our website is based on our own internal research and the thousands of consumers that have left reviews for debt collectors like Fair Collections and Outsourcing. 2022 Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits is an important aspect in researching FCO collections in order to remove any negative entries on your credit report. Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits. Information in this article about Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits. We will break down the most recent lawsuits filed about FCO collections. It is very important for consumers to know what you are getting yourself into if you have been contacted by Fair Collections and Outsourcing. On August 17, 2021, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau issued a press release announcing it filed a proposed settlement agreement to resolve a major lawsuit against Fair Collections and Outsourcing, FCO. The settlement would require FCO to pay $850,000 and overhaul its policies and procedures. There are many more lawsuits against Fair Collections and Outsourcing, otherwise known as FCO Collections. Who is Fair Collections and Outsourcing? Fair Collections and Outsourcing, or FCO Collections, is a third-party debt collection agency based out of Maryland. FCO Collections has received numerous consumer complaints alleging violations of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, FDCPA, such as sharing information about alleged debts to unauthorized third parties and failing to provide written verification of alleged debts. CFPB enforcement actions against Fair Collections and Outsourcing. According to the CFPB, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, there are numerous CFPB enforcement actions against Fair Collections and Outsourcing, also known as FCO Holdings Incorporated. As we recover from the economic devastation caused by COVID-19, credit reports play a huge role in consumers' financial lives. Inaccurate information, such as information related to tenant debt, can be devastating for someone who's applying for a loan, seeking a new place to live, or trying to get a new job, said CFPB Acting Director Dave Waggio. We will not tolerate companies that put inaccurate data on consumers' credit reports or fail to investigate consumers' disputes. Source: Consumer Financial Protection Bureau press release. If you find the information in our Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits video helpful, please leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel to get notified of new content. Any debt collector that has such a bad reputation should be approached with major caution. We have said this many times on our site. We are here to get the information to consumers to help awareness of the practices that debt collectors use, good and bad. Providing information about Fair Collections and Outsourcing lawsuits is meant to help consumers know how to deal with not only FCO collections but any debt collector. FCO Collections and Outsourcing Reviews. The consumers that have left actual reviews about Fair Collections and Outsourcing explain what to look out for when dealing with FCO collections. We highly recommend caution, based on our own internal research and the reviews from actual consumers have provided. We have provided a link in the description to read our Fair Collections and Outsourcing consumer reviews. Based on the consumer reviews on tenantwatchdog.org. There are complaints that have been filed by consumers trying to negotiate a pay-for-delete agreement with them. Fair Collections and Outsourcing Incorporated was even sued in 2019 for unfair debt collection practices. As stated in a lawsuit filed by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Bureau's complaint alleges that FCO and Michael E. Sabota violated the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act when FCO represented that consumers owed certain debts when, in fact, FCO did not have a reasonable basis to assert that the consumers owed those debts. FCO Collections and Outsourcing contact information. 12304 Baltimore Avenue, Suite E, Beltsville, Maryland 207051314. Phone: 87732472265. Fax: 24037456000. Michael E. Sabota, CEO Chairman. Website: fco.com. Consumer complaints against Fair Collections and Outsourcing. FCO Collections has numerous complaints with the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection from consumers that have dealt with FCO Collections. The average consumer complaint is based on pay for delete not honored and representatives being very unprofessional or deceptive. Thank you for viewing our Fair Collections and Outsourcing Lawsuits video. Please share to help get the word out to help other consumers.